I'm going to show you exactly how to hit $1 million months with Facebook whitelisting ads and partnerships ads in 2026. If you're a subscriber, thanks for tuning in again. Always happy to have you. And if you're new here, my name is Mason Littlejohn, and I've spent over $330 million on meta ads, done over $1.7 billion in meta ads attributable revenue. And today I'm gonna keep the bio short. Go check out my other videos if you wanna know all my other background. But today we're going to be talking about whitelisting partnership ads, basically the new way to run them in 2026. Things have changed a bit with Andromeda, right? All the platform changes, etc. And I've actually changed my view on how to actually run them so we can have more control and get bigger results and bigger outcomes. So let's dive into how to crush with whitelisting ads and partnership ads in 2026 with meta ads. Let's go. So first, let's talk about the old way of running whitelisting ads or partnership ads, whatever you want to call them. Most people call them partnership ads. I don't really like that. Whitelisting ads is what I call them. But really, the old way of running it was one, which I actually never did, but people do this, is they mix their whitelisting ads with their brand ads all in the same campaigns and whatever. Just let the algorithm pick whatever ad does well. We'll just let that happen. So don't do that. Even I never did that, but don't do that anymore. The other way was kind of just throwing all the whitelisting ads together and just, in a campaign, again, keeping whitelisting separate in their own prospecting or their own retargeting campaigns, right? Then just letting the algorithm kind of do its thing and find what are the winners, what are the losers, right? So that's the old way, and I'm saying throw that out as well. Throw that out as well. We want to have more control with our partnership and whitelisting ads in 2026. I promise you're going to get better results by doing the new strategies I'm about to detail. So the new way to run whitelisting ads in 2026 is having a prospecting ABO whitelisting / partnership ads campaign. So what do I mean by this? We want to have an ad set for every creator. We're not mixing them together anymore. We're testing them like we do in our brand testing campaign. We're creating an ABO whitelisting partnership campaign, right? And so every ad set is going to be its own creator, and you're not keeping them together. So what does this mean? You're able to actually get an answer on every creator. Are they a winning creator, winning influencer for your brand, or are they a losing influencer for your brand? The second part is that you can scale them at will. You can scale that individual influencer at will. The issue before when you threw them all together is you couldn't really scale things at will. Maybe only one of the creators was getting most of the spend, but the other creators are actually doing better. So we have absolute control when we put them in an ABO campaign. So that is step number one. And step number two, we're going to make a winners whitelisting / partnership ads campaign. This one's actually going to have customer exclusions. So we're going to be going after new customers with this, and we're only going to be having winning ads in there. And the purpose of this campaign with all the winning ads is to satisfy the meta ads algorithm, the Andromeda algorithm, where we're giving it tons of variations of ads in one single ad set, right? And so that is campaign number two that we'll be running. And then step number three is going to be, you need to have a retargeting winners campaign as well. So you want to have all the winning ads also running in retargeting, getting people over the finish line. Whitelisting partnership ads, they are so amazing at getting people middle and bottom of the funnel to convert. They're also great at prospecting too, but again, they're also great at driving that trust, getting that relatability down, and getting people over the finish line to buy. So you're also going to want to have a retargeting winners campaign, really targeting the bottom of the funnel. What do I mean by that? Like add to carts, checkouts, searches, your email list, customer list, right? Maybe recent engagers. That's probably what I would be doing, but this is how to actually win hardcore these three campaigns: your ABO testing campaign, your winners campaign, and then your retargeting winners campaign. And one last thing I wanted to note, when you are doing the ABO whitelisting campaign, and if it is an actual partnership ad, you're going to want to run one version of the ad as a single identity, that identity being the creator. And then you're going to want to run a second version with a dynamic identity, right? Where Meta is able to choose between the brand and the creator, or the brand with the creator, right? So this is what I've been doing as well. And a lot of the times the single identity has been winning. So don't just only do the dynamic identity when you're running partnership ads. A lot of the times you are effing yourself over. So make sure in that ABO whitelisting campaign, you are not only running the dynamic, but also single identity if you are running these partnership ads. And if you're whitelisting, pure whitelisting, just running through the creator's page, this is my favorite. This is what I actually recommend because you're only using the data behind their page. You are fine. Just run it as usual. So those are the core 3 campaigns that I recommend having live when you are running influencer whitelisting and partnership ads. But now I'm going to talk about an ancillary campaign that is typically hard to get going because most creators will not allow you or accept this. But if you can unlock it, it unlocks extreme additional scale. So what is that? Dynamic product ads using whitelisting or partnership ads. So this means you'll be running dynamic product ads using your catalog under the influencer's handle. This has been a massive unlock for me when I was at Ruggable. We got 5% incremental, 10% incremental revenue at very large scale, doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year by adding this into the fold, both prospecting and retargeting. And if influencers aren't allowing you, or you don't want to ask your influencers to run DPAs under their accounts, then do founder whitelisting. Run ads through your founder account. Again, you should already be doing this via your regular whitelisting, but you should be running DPA through your founder's account as a whitelisting ad. Again, you can do this both on the prospecting side and you can do this on the retargeting side. Again, this absolutely smashes. Specifically on retargeting, you write a long caption about who you are and why you started the brand and blah, 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 blah. These do super well. So do not sleep on dynamic product ads for whitelisting because most people don't do it. Most people don't ask the influencers. Most people don't even know you can do it. You can do it. So make sure to test it out if you can. At very minimum, do founder whitelisting ads. Now for a bonus section, let's talk about landing pages with influencers. So you need to be thoughtful about where you are sending your traffic with an influencer, right? If the ad is a very broad brand ad, right, you can send them to your homepage or your collection page. But if an ad is about a specific product, right, you need to be intentional and start sending them to product pages if you aren't. I see a lot of people just like being super non-thoughtful, non-intentional with their ads and just sending everything to the homepage, right? Do not do that. If an influencer is talking about a very specific product and people like that influencer, they want to buy that specific product, you need to be sending them to that product page, right? But if it's a more broad ad, yes, you can send to a collection or a homepage. So again, just make sure, analyze your creative and see where it makes sense to send your traffic to, what URL actually makes the most sense. And the last bonus section here is promotions. A huge slept on thing is using whitelisting creators to run promotion ads. So you got Black Friday coming up literally in weeks. You got the holidays, right? Which should come with a lot of promos for most brands. So getting creators to make ads, quick little ads, doesn't have to be anything crazy, saying you have a promotion going on. Ideally, the more evergreen you can make the ad, the longer you can run the ad, right? But again, if it is a Black Friday ad, again, obviously it probably only makes sense to run it during the Black Friday period. However, getting influencers to talk about promotions for you, it just seems way more native, seems like organic post, right? But they're dropping, hey, this brand's having a sale, they're my favorite brands, they're my favorite products. It seems like a recommendation at that point, right? So don't sleep on this. And again, just like I mentioned, get dynamic product ads, access for promotions, just advertising your products through influencers during promotions, absolutely crushes. So again, you're gonna wanna do prospecting with this and retargeting with this, your own whitelisting promotion campaigns, and I promise you, you're gonna have the biggest, baddest Black Friday and holiday sales and holiday season in general if you utilize this. And that wraps it up. That's how to crush 2026 and hit $1 million months, 7-figure, 8-figure years with Facebook whitelisting ads and partnership ads. If you made it this far, congratulations, you just learned a ton of stuff. But now you have a couple options. Option number one is you watch this and you just keep doing what you're doing. You keep running whitelisting and partnership ads the way you did in 2025, right? The way you're doing it right now. Or number two, you try and tackle this on your own. You're like, you know, Mason, I watched this video, I took notes, I'm gonna go execute this right now for my brand, right? Great, not a bad option, and I commend you for doing that. However, it's probably gonna take you a lot of time to actually execute these strategies correctly, right? So the last option, of course, it's my favorite option, is you booking a call below and working with me in my program, Meta Ads at Scale. It's the first coaching program that helps e-commerce brands at any stage of growth scale profitably with Meta Ads. We've had brands coming at 0, 1K, 5K, 10K, 50K, 100K, 200K, 400K a month. We've made them all successful. We've had 6+ brands hit $1 million months for the first time at higher ROASs than they've ever had. So again, this program works. The best part about this too is I own my own brand. We're hit 200K months. We're a 7-figure brand now. We're on track, hopefully, to hit $1 million months in the next 3-4 months, right? So I'm also in the trenches with you, running my own brand. I share updates on my own brand every week on our coaching calls, right? So again, there's nothing else out there like this program. There's no one realer than me in the Meta ad space. No one has my track record. No one's spent as much as me. No one's consistently won as much as me with Meta ads. Maybe there's a few guys out there. I do respect a few guys, but most of the people can't even touch the amount of stuff I've done with Meta ads. So again, hit the link below. Check out my program, Meta Ads at Scale. And please like this video. Leave some comments if you have any questions. And also hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video.